Now, I recognize every week I tell you go back and check out last week's Wednesday Wisdom video. This week it's especially important because you know what? Chuck absolutely nailed it last week, had an incredible point. And if you didn't see it, your life's missing out. I'm just serious. And he did it under a minute and 44, which is awesome. Way better. I'm too long winded for that. But I want to piggyback off of Chuck's point because it was so good. It was so solid on this section from Luke 6, 6 through 10, where Jesus heals the guy's withered hand. Now, again, it's a whole Sabbath debate, and Jesus is pointing people to him as Lord of the Sabbath. So, anyway, Jesus heals this guy's hand. And so that was Chuck's whole premise was, what is it that you need Jesus to heal? What do you need to give to Jesus? Spend time in prayer. What is that you need Jesus to heal? Where are you hoping for healing? And I want to piggyback off that from this text because it says Jesus knew their thoughts, the Pharisees and the religious people. He knew their thoughts, said to him, come and stand here. He rose and stood there, and Jesus said, I ask you, is it lawful on the Sabbath to do good or do harm, to save a life or destroy it? Now, here's the thing I want to focus on right here. It says, and after looking around at them all. So he's making a spectacle here. Making a spectacle is awesome, right? You got this poor guy, withered hand. Jesus is about to do something awesome. And he puts this guy up in front of everybody, not to show how amazing this guy is, but to show his power. And so, in light of that, I want to bring out a point that sometimes your healing, it's not about you. Yeah, I just said that. It's not about you. It's not about me. There's been so many things in my life where I have begged, I have pleaded with God to heal, to renew, to strengthen. And he does. But you know what? I'm a byproduct of the miracle because God wants to use that in other people's lives too. It's just like this guy with the withered hand. Yeah, God wanted to heal this guy's hand. Yes, God wants to heal us. He wants to make us whole and clean and all of that. Yes, those are all things God wants to do. But you know what else? God wants to magnify his power and his glory for others because that's when they too find healing. Because guess what? There's probably another guy with a withered hand in the crowd that saw this guy get healed with a withered hand and is like, I got to go to Jesus. And that's what happened in my life. That the brokenness and some of the things that God healed me from, it wasn't about me. It wasn't about my strength or my diligence. It was about God's power, God's glory. And it pointed to Jesus and his goodness and pointed people to go there. You want healed? You want to fix the brokenness in your heart and your life? You want cleansed? You want to have joy like Chuck talked about last week? Go to Jesus. Go to Jesus. It's not about our willpower and our strength. It's about God's goodness, his grace, and his mercy. And let me just remind you, sometimes the healing that God wants to do in your life is not about you. God wants to heal you, but he wants to heal others through you. So allow God that opportunity. Allow God to use you to influence and impact other people by what he has done and what he is doing in your life. Don't hesitate to share the dark areas, the broken areas, and even the areas where you are hoping and praying for healing. Because I promise you, it's through that God will impact other people. And so anyway, y'all, thanks for spending a few minutes with us. And hey, it's go time, right? We kick things off at the Speedway tomorrow for the month of May. Tomorrow. And so if you haven't seen our prayer calendar, 30-day calendar, make sure and get online and print that off. We need prayer. It is our time, please. We invite you into this with us this month of ministry. Stay up to date. Go to our website. Follow us on social media. Most importantly, and have a great day.